Hello and welcome to OO Gauge Running Trains. Since I started the YouTube channel, the layout has really jumped forward in the scenery front. But with some big jobs done, the tunnel, the cement yard, I still had one big job left, the last big job, the station roof. I always knew that my main station was going to have a few things: a depot at one end, a parcels bay platform, a centre road, and most importantly, an overall roof. Not a great roof like the London Terraces or Manchester Piccadilly or York and Newcastle, but a more of a A-frame shaped roof and open in the middle. I had a vision of an old Leicester style roof, but how to build it was going to be a test to me. First I asked my mate if he could 3D print the A-frames. Yes, he said, but they would be very fragile. And secondly, he said they'd be in two sections as his printing plate wasn't long enough. He did then suggest that I try and build it out of craftwood or balsa wood. So me and him had a look on the old Amazon website and found what we was looking for. So I ordered a pack of 250 300mm long and by 4x4mm square dowels. I cut one A-frame, measuring, cutting each bit by hand and getting the angle of the roof to match the angle of the house roof so it would fit and come off easy. I knew from the start I didn't want it glued down on the top of the walls. I needed it to be removable at all times for future detailing and if a train managed to derail in the station. After cutting the first and happy with the look, I needed another 8 A-frames, so I taped 9 of the rods together, 3 lots of them. These 9 would give me a spare length of every bit I need, just in case. Marked them all up and took them down to the shed to cut in one go. This worked really well and saved a lot of time cutting and knife blades. I started to glue them together one at a time like a production line. I used Rocket Deluxe card glue and then gluing each A-frame to the previous one in position with the cross bracing, I used Gorilla Super Glue. After I had about 3 or 4 glued together, I could work out how I was to keep it in position on the top of the wall without gluing it down. I glued some rods to the top of the walls. I painted these in grey. After finishing the A-frames and the cross bracing, which I then used some super glue to stick sheets of card to form the roof, actual panels, to the frame, making sure again I didn't glue the bottom down. So once happy with the basic construction, I took it off the mountings of the wall and outside to spray the whole lot with a grey primer. After drying, I put it back and started to add details like the dagger boards at one end only. I only found out what these parts of the station canopy was called while putting this video together, and painted some other areas of the roof. I'm really pleased with how it has come out. Still a lot of station furniture to add, like seating, signs and lighting. Maybe even another roof section at the south end of the station. Don't forget to keep on watching, subscribe, thumbs up, and there'll be more videos soon. Thanks again, bye.